So let's take a look at these next two problems. Now, if you notice, both of these problems have parentheses on both sides of the equation. So I'm going to have to distribute both sides. I need to multiply 3 times n and 3 times 2. On the right side, I need to multiply 9 times 6 and 9 times negative n. So 3 times 9 plus 3 times 2 equals 9 times 6 minus, we can't forget about that negative sign, right? 6 minus n, so I need to keep that in mind, minus 9 times n. So now I can simplify that. 3 times n mean I have 3 n's on the left side of my equation, plus 3 times 2 means I have 6 1's. That's going to equal 9 times 6 means I have 54 1's, minus 9 times n means I have negative 9 n's, negative 9 times n on the right side of my equation. So now that I've distributed, remember, I need to get my like terms. I need to get all my n's on one side. I need to gather up all my 1's on the other side. So for this one, I'm going to choose to move my n's from right to left. Since I have negative n's, I know adding is going to be a lot easier than subtracting. So I'm going to add 9 n's to each side, plus 9n. So that's going to give me 3 n's plus 9 n's is a total of 12 n's. I still have 6 1's on that side. On the right side, I have 54 because negative 9n plus 9n, that's going to cancel out. Now I got to move those 1's, subtract 6 from both sides to move those 1's over. That's going to give me 12 times n equals 54 minus 6 is 48. My last step, I have to divide both sides by 12. I know how much 12 n's equals 48, but I want to know how much just 1 equals, and I can do that by dividing. 12n divided by 12 gives me 1n by itself. 48 divided by 12 tells me that n equals 4. Now this problem, you're going to work very similarly, almost the exact same, so I'm going to skip over that one. I'm going to jump down to this one where we have an extra term here. We got this extra 4y. So we're going to start off this problem the same way. 12 times 5 plus 12 times 2 times y. I got some extra terms in there. Equals 4y minus... So this one, I have minus, but I have no number. So that tells me it's going to be a minus 1, right? When I don't have a number, when I just have an x by itself, that's 1x. So when I have this minus sign in a parenthesis, I know that's minus 1. So I have to multiply my negative 1 here by 6, and I have to multiply my negative 1 here by minus 9y. So what's that going to give me? Negative 1 times 6 gives me minus 6. Negative 1 times negative 9y gives me a positive 9y's. I have positive 9 times y's. Now there's some things in my equation that I can simplify, right? 12 times 5 is 60, plus 12 times 2 times y. That gives me a total of 24 y's. On the right side, I have 4y and I have positive 9y. I can combine those, right? 4y and I add 9 more y's. That gives me a total of 13 y's. And I still have that negative 6. So now I got to combine my like terms. I'm going to start off subtracting 13 y's from each side since that's my smaller number of y's. 24 minus 13 is going to give me how many y's? It's going to give me 11 y's, but I still have this 60, right? I can't forget about that. So I have 61's plus 11 y's. And on the right side of my equation, I'm left with just a negative 6. So next thing I got to do, subtract 60 from both sides to get rid of those 1's. That gives me 11y equals negative 66. And my last step, divide both sides by 11. Y equals negative 6. Negative 66 divided by 11 is negative 6. Stay tuned.